Okay, it's about backchat. In the beginning, I started like watching the desteni videos 3 years or 4 years ago, 3 years and a half, and I watched all the videos and I went through all the material. Well, no, through the material, mostly videos, and I started writing, just not immediately, and I started applying self-forgiveness, and it was really interesting. Yet I started with videos because they were the most direct thing, immediate, but I went through many videos, and many times I didn't obviously directed myself. It was like taking the information inside and just creating sometimes many ideas. So I started my process of writing later. I mean, self-forgiveness in the beginning was very like, what do I do self-forgiveness? And I did self-forgiveness about every single point. So what I'm trying to say is that in the beginning I was listening that this backchat is the thing that you have to stop, and the thing that you have to breathe through and not allow yourself to be directed. I mean, these thoughts. And so I was doing that, but I kept on having backchat, and I was very frustrated about backchat. So in a way I started to get scared about backchat and freaked out every time I had a thought about someone. Mostly when I was speaking with people, it happened to me that I was having a thought about this someone, about, I mean, a judgment on the face of someone, or a thought of sex, or a thought of about me, or something that I wanted to hide, or that I was not accepting about me, because many thoughts were about me not accepting me. Many thoughts were about me judging my expression, my body, my image, everything, mostly. And I was so busy wanting to stop this backchat that I was suppressing it, and I was suppressing it with breath, which I was doing the 4-count breath. And I was very busy suppressing backchat and resisting backchat, and having these thoughts of me not wanting to reveal or expose myself in front of others, or even in front of myself. Then I came here to my house and wanted to write, but I couldn't. It was so many points popping up, and I couldn't write completely out. My writings in the beginning were a mess. I mean, here, there, jumping here, there, and many times I wrote in anger, which is something that is better that if you want to write, you breathe first, you check yourself, and you do a directive writing. It's not worth at all to write only with anger. It's like reacting in anger. It's not worth at all. So what is important to remember in this process is that you have to it's not necessary. I mean, what you can do is to stop backchat. Okay, it will continue. It will continue because it's the only tool you have for yourself to see who you are, how you have created you, what are you thinking. I mean, this backchat is the tool for you to see, okay, this is here. Now I stop and I direct myself, and I change myself. So that's amazing, and that's now what I'm kind of testing or doing, because in the beginning I was a mess. I mean, I'm still a mess. I well, not a mess. I react a lot, and I see that it's because of so much time suppressing. And I noticed that I was suppressing this back chat because I was reacting. I've always been reactive, you know. Like when I was small, I reacted throwing doors or things like that, and those kind of reactions form layers and layers. Then I started kind of suppressing, or and many things that have happened, you know, alcohol and drugs and many things that, and these suppressions are coming out. So all these back chats in me breathing and breathing and breathing and resisting, it was more and more and more and compounding. And I suggest for everyone that is doing, or anyone that wants to take this point of wanting to direct himself and not be directed by the mind, to not want to stop backchat. Backchat is the tool that we have to see who we are. I mean, we have to stop backchat, but if we resist it, if we don't want to see who we are, that's a mess, and that will become worse. So I suggest that, because I've gone through that, and I tested for myself breath to suppress, and it's fuck up. If you want to breathe, check out Destini's videos on breathing effectively, which are really supportive. Now I'm doing it to breathe effectively, to keep yourself here, not to want to suppress. So it's very important that also in your writings write clear and in a directive writing where you see your points, where you see the points that you're needing to face. And there's a lot of support in Destiny, and I advise you to support yourself, because it's better now than when you don't have anything that can support you. This is only one life, and this world is really, really fucked up. So I don't know, no one knows when it's time to leave this world, but for the moment we can do this, and we have to.